Aloha. My name is Sheryl Matsuoka, the Executive Director of the Hawaii Restaurant Association and the Hawaii Restaurant Association Educational Foundation. Mahalo for joining me here on Restaurants Hawaii on the ThinkTech platform. Today, we're going to hear about the newly opened Kitchen Door Napa and Wai Kai, located in Hawaii on Oahu on the west side. Mahalo for joining us today. And I have the team from Napa Kitchen Door Napa and the Wai Kai. I'd like to have them introduce themselves. Can I start off with Nicole? Could you please introduce yourself, Nicole?
Aloha, Sheryl. Of course. Thank you so much. My name is Nicole Fuertes, and I am the Director of Marketing here at the lineup at Wai Kai.
Thank you, Nicole. And Amber, welcome.
Aloha. Thank you for having us here today. My name is Amber Jacroux Bixel. I am the Events Director at Wai Kai.
And my friend, Keith Mallini. Hey, Keith. How are you doing, buddy?
Aloha, Sheryl. Aloha, everybody. My name is Keith Mallini. I'm the Director of Operations at Kitchen Door Napa at Wai Kai.
Now, everyone, we're so excited. This is a brand new area out there that is going to be a new, I want to call it really a special place. Let's start off with Nicole. So what are people going to be looking forward to and to experience over at the lineup at Wai Kai?
Hi, Sheryl. Sure. Actually, you really just hit the nail on the head with that one. Wai Kai offers so many things for our residents here and, of course, our visitors alike. As you mentioned earlier, we are located out in the Hoakalei Resort area in Ewa Beach. And we have a great space here. We have so many things that we offer for our families. Of course, as some may have seen, we have the Wai Kai Wave, which offers surfing experiences from everybody from beginners to advanced. So you can really come in not knowing how to surf and learn, or as an advanced surfer, really hone in on your skill. And our wave that we have here emulates the Waimea river surfing wave that typically happens in the year. So it's different, of course, than ocean surfing, right? As it emulates river surfing, but it's definitely a great fun activity. And in addition to that, we have our 52-acre protected Wai Kai Lagoon, and that offers so many fun activities. We have everything from pedal boards to kayaks, SUPs. We have an OC1 and OC6. We've got some awesome floating cabanas out in the middle. So, if you're tired from pedaling around the lagoon all day, you can take a rest on the aquabanas. And we have amazing restaurants as well. We have the Lookout Food and Drink upstairs, which gives you expansive views of all the action on the Wai Kai Wave down below, as well as everything happening on the Wai Kai Lagoon. And beautiful, beautiful views of the Pacific Ocean. And if you're at a great angle upstairs, you can even see Diamond Head. And down on the promenade, we have foam, coffee, and bar. So people can come as early as 9 o'clock in the morning and during the weekdays and 8 on the weekends and come have some coffee. And we've been noticing ever since that we've been open, we've had a lot of families down there just hanging out and having a good time. And we've also seen a lot of laptops down there as well.
Very nice. And that's right. You all did have the grand opening already. So I know a lot of families are already enjoying that whole beautiful space that you've created out there. So my question to Amber is, what kind of event spaces are there on the property?
Thanks, Sheryl. There's a lot of opportunity out there. We were really fortunate when the developers created the property. They thought through having a communal space and really having a place for the community to come and enjoy. Since people can come at their leisure, there's lots of open green spaces. So we have 2 large event lawns on site, one which is 60,000 square feet in space, which is our main event lawn. And then we have a 12,000 square foot surfside lawn, which sits kind of in the heart of the campus, that really is going to be used for more public programming. There's various locations as well with the lineup that are going to be open and available to host events, such as the Wai Kai waterfront, which is a beautiful sand location right on the lagoon, and the Wai Kai wave deck that surrounds the wave pool that is available to rent for space as well. But these open green spaces, we're really welcoming the community in to do festivals and public programs, community outreach. We're creating a lot of our own public programming. We started a farmer's market last Thursday, which will run weekly, every week on Thursdays from 4 to 8, which brings in vendors, food vendors, crafters, markets, and really has the opportunity for our local community to come around and enjoy and meet and gather. We're pet-friendly property as well. So a lot of people are bringing their dogs, which is great to see, as long as they're leashed and they're cleaned up after. You know, it's nice to see people coming out, bringing the family, bringing their furry friends, and sitting at the bar and having a drink as well. Some additional programming that we're going to be doing, monthly events. We're going to have a Sustainable Sunday, which is partnering with a lot of the local nonprofits that extend themselves across the West Side here, that are participating in activities that are helping our community and have sustainable initiatives. So we figure we can bring that awareness and bring that education to the neighborhood to continue kind of pushing out more programming for the local community in that sense. We'll have a space for rentals if you're looking to host a wedding, a graduation party, a company holiday. There's a lot of opportunity that sits within our space.
That is awesome. I can already see, right? A lot of like corporate meetings, corporate events, team building. That's so awesome. I love it, Amber. So now, Keith, oh my goodness, buddy, first start off with how many years you've been in the food service industry. I'm going to tell
I'm not going to say too many.
No, very lucky to Keith out there with all of the years of experience. Keith, how many decades?
I would say three decades, maybe more. Depends on how old I am, but I'm not going to tell you. So, but it is, I am fortunate to have worked all over Hawaii and all over the country, and I'm happy to bring a lot of perspective to our project here at Ewa Beach, which is great. So we are Kitchen Door Napa at Wai Kai. Our parent restaurant, or our founding restaurant, is in Napa, California, downtown, developed by founders, restaurateur Richard Miyashiro, who is from Maui, and it was always his dream to open a restaurant back in Hawaii because he's been living on the mainland since he left after high school. And then Chef Todd Humphreys, chef extraordinaire. He's just pretty amazing. Just being able to watch him work as we've been opening has been incredible. And then their third partner, who is the GM or the director of operations for the Napa location as well. So those three partners had a dream, and they partnered with Haseko and Wai Kai, and we are thrilled to be part of this complex, which is pretty amazing. And I wanted to say to Heather, on the farmer's market, I was looking out on Thursday and looking out over the lawns. There were people like with blankets and dogs and kids running around playing ball. It was really amazing because our restaurant is situated right adjacent to the lawn, and I saw it from when it was not a lawn. It was a big patch of brown. And so just to see everybody having a great time on the lawn this past week was amazing.
I love it, Keith. And just the family, the community coming together, that's what you've created, the space for the community. And I just love all the initiatives, especially the sustainability, the farmers markets, providing this new resource for that Ewa Beach community. So that's awesome. So Nicole, you touched on it a little bit. You told us about all of the different activities that are going to be out there. Let's go down a little slower about it. So I know, because when I came out there, thanks to Keith, I got to walk around the property during the construction phase, and we talked about the kayaks and we talked about the paddle boats. And so you want to go into a little bit more detail so that families and even, corporate partners can take out their staff to enjoy a staff day and a team building. Do you want to kind of cover a little bit about the types of lessons and things that they can take?
Sure, absolutely. So at the lineup at Wai Kai, of course, where I'm going to say is our playground. right? We are definitely a playground, and we are a space for, families, visitors, and like you mentioned, Cheryl, for all of the corporate entities across the island, a spot for employees to really also get together and network, and have team building and things like that. So we do provide many opportunities for networking and team building, and we have our group's leader, Marie, who will be taking care of all of those sorts of activities. But it's great because when you come here, you can literally spend half a day here, or you can spend a whole day. So you can come in the morning and you can have breakfast with us, or you can have breakfast with Keith at his restaurant when they're down that road for breakfast time, or just come and have coffee and then do activities. Like Amber had mentioned, we have our 2 sprawling event lawns, and we can have all sorts of activities there. Jumping in the lagoon, getting a team of 20 out there is no problem. We've got 40 stand-up paddle boards. We have a multitude of other watercraft, pedal boats, hydro bikes, surf skis. We have the OC1 and OC6. So we've got pretty much, all kinds of watercraft that anybody could kind of want to try. In the middle of our lagoon, we have the floating aquabanas, so people can go ahead and, just jump on, take a rest. As we sort of get further down the line, it might be something more of a party-like atmosphere where you can kind of relax for a little bit. But that just gives everyone an opportunity to just relax. It's so serene out here, and just sitting out here and looking at the lagoon and just watching people have fun is so amazing. And then, of course, when you're done with the lagoon, then you're going to really want to stretch your legs out at the Wai Kai wave. And we have options for people, like I mentioned earlier, if you don't know how to surf, we have great instructors on our surf team who will ride tandem with you and will provide you that step-by-step instruction on how to position your feet, where to position your weight, the positioning of, your head and your hands, and how you're going to move your weight on the surfboard and glide across the water and be able to turn and glide yourself back. And then, of course, for those guys who think they know it and they got it all, they can just go ahead and jump in and have fun. But there's all sorts of things to do. But what's really unique is our program for our kama'aina and our military. And that program that we have is called the Line Up Local program. And so really, it's like a 2-pronged approach, the Line Up Local. It is $1 per person per year. And once, our local and our kama'aina sign up, that gets you amazing, amazing discounts on activities in the lagoon, surfing on the wave, dining, and our retail shop sessions. I forgot to mention that earlier too as well. We have a wonderful curated selection of sustainable products in our retail store on property. So anyway, back to Line Up Local. That is the Kama'aina program, membership program for folks to sign up and gain their discounts there. But in addition to that, it also allows people to buy monthly passes. So if somebody is looking to surf more than one time, or come on the lagoon and do water activities more than once, that is something that definitely everybody wants to look into. And we do have those monthly passes offered for both individuals and families up to 4. So I really highly encourage everybody to sign up for Line Up Local, get your kama'aina military discounts, and just have a great time.
Thank you so much. Now, Amber, so where can people go to get the information about the lineup? Is it your website? Is there a phone number that they can call?
Yeah, great question, Cheryl. All of our activities are on our website. So if you go to waikai.com, at the very top header bar, there's a section called What's Happening, and that's our events calendar. So anything that's happening in our public spaces, whether it's a Wai Kai event or an outside public program, if we have a promoter coming on to do a ticketed festival, that will be on there, as well as anything that's happening up in the Lookout restaurant. There's nightly music in the Lookout every single night. So we put the artists that are playing each night on that calendar as well. Our farmers markets on there, our sustainable Sundays. We will have a large event coming up in June, which is called Oceans Fest. That will be our curated event from Wai Kai. It's a signature event that we're holding that really is dedicated to the waterman lifestyle. as well as, our sustainable partners, and really kind of educating about the ocean, and especially with how close we are. We are so fortunate to be in front of a 52-acre lagoon that sits right in front of our beautiful Pacific Ocean, that we really want to pay homage to that and really kind of stress to our community the things that we can do to better ourselves in the community that we're in. So all of those events will be listed on the What's Happening calendar. It's a great resource to continuously go back and check. We update it regularly. There's new programs coming out all the time. We will be starting up some more weekly programming like Wahine Wednesday, which is focused towards our active wahine within the community for some surf and lagoon discounts, as well as a lot of other programs. We're going to be doing social paddles. So I would just suggest continuously looking at that website and or follow us on social media. We will also post all of these happenings on Wai Kai Experience and Kitchen Door and at the lineup. So check our social medias and also check our calendar.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So now, Keith, share with us a little bit about the menu. I mean, that's what everyone also is going to come out. If they're going to enjoy a day out there, they're going to want to know what's on your menu for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Can you share a couple of the menu options on the different concepts?
Certainly. So we have two concepts. Our concept downstairs is called the Boardwalk Cafe, which sits right on the boardwalk with outdoor seating right on the boardwalk. So if you wanted to jump over it into the water, you could. But that restaurant is counter service. So you order at a counter. The chefs prepare your order a la minute. Then you pick up the order, and then we'll deliver it out to your table outside. We also have an extensive selection of beverages, from sake on tap to beers on tap, and then some mocktails as well. So our cafe right now is serving breakfast on Saturday and Sunday morning, and down the road we'll be serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So we're trying to get staffed up with our staff. So as in my other role as a director on the board of the Educational Foundation for HRA, we're trying to get the culinary occupation out in front of people in high school and trying to recruit a lot of people. So I'm experiencing firsthand the shortage of great culinary talent on the island. And I think the lineup as well. So we're all in there cooking every day, trying to find great cooks. But so in about 2 weeks, we'll get up to our full schedule at the cafe, which again will be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's some fun things on the menu, like a breakfast banh mi. Chef Todd is really about eclectic menu items from his experiences traveling around the world. So we kind of say our menu is based on global comfort food, but taken to a chef's level of detailed preparation and execution. So the cafe is a great spot for casual, like sandwich type things. And then upstairs, full service restaurant, again, the menu is based on global comfort food. So we have a lot of different pizzas. We have some great pastas. We have duck shoyu ramen, which is probably the best ramen I've tried in a while. It's just, he makes the broth kind of as you would consomme in a 5-star restaurant. So it's a long, involved process. But so upstairs, lots of different things to choose from. As I said, from global influences, there's Kalbi ribs, there's roasted chicken on the rotisserie, and then of course we have a great New York strip steak. Also, to accompany all the eclectic food items, we have a great beverage program that matches as well, with wines from around the world, some from familiar labels to unfamiliar labels. So we have like Rombauer Chardonnay, and then we'll have a Ixtas Hari Rosé from the north of Spain. So it's a great place to explore not only food, but beverage and beverage pairings. And it's a great place to come after all the activities, just kind of relax in a quiet setting and enjoy.
Thank you, Keith.
Yeah.
So now, Nicole, as you know, the big feature at the Wai Kai is your surf wave. I mean, that's what everyone's talking about, right? And so could you please take a moment and just kind of go into more detail? I heard that it's 100-foot wave.
Yes. So our wave, the widest in the world, and it is 100 feet wide. Right now, for our grand opening special, we've actually started with the 100-foot wide wave. So everybody that's coming out right now and booking their surfing sessions are getting on the 100-foot wide wave. And right now, we're running a really great special introductory price, again, for our kama'aina and our military, that they can come and get on the wave for $75 for their 45-minute session. Or if they're really gung-ho and they want to come out more than maybe 5 times, we have our multi-pack, and we're selling our 10-pack of surfing for $560, which actually comes out to just $56 a session. So it's really amazing. So after we get through this introductory hump, I'd say, of running our 100-foot wave, we have dividers. Our dividers right now are underneath the pool off to the sides. And when our dividers come out, they are 5 feet wide as well. So we will be able at any time to run a 30-foot and a 65-foot lane together, or 3 30-foot channels. So it really offers, how we were talking about earlier, the opportunity for, those just beginning and wanting to learn to do so on a smaller scale and work their way up to 65 and then the 100-foot when they feel most comfortable. But we've seen everybody of all levels riding the 100-foot right now, and they're having the time of their lives. One thing to do note, we do ask that for our keiki, they be 10 years old to come out and ride the wave.
Very nice, very nice. And as you know, everybody, right, correlates Hawaii with surfing. And this is a great opportunity, right? Come out to the surf wave, and especially when it's flat, when there is nothing happening in the Pacific Ocean, this is a great way to come on out and try the surf wave. I think it's a great idea. I'm excited. Right?
We actually just had somebody here yesterday who is from the Big Island, Kona side, and he said, I knew you guys opened. There's no waves right now on the Big Island. I really wanted to surf. I'm here and I'm surfing 4 sessions in a row. And I was like, you're amazing.
I love it. I love it. So now, before we close the show, I just want to give everybody an opportunity to say what we missed in this conversation. Amber, did we miss anything that you wanted to say?
I think covered the majority of it. Again, there's so much opportunity on our site. I didn't mention all the other event spaces because sometimes we get overlooked by the amazing event lawns we have, but we do have a beautiful fire pit terrace and a lagoon promenade that also host really amazing spaces for smaller groups, especially when we're talking about corporate meetups or some networking events. It really creates a dynamic space, especially in the afternoon into evening hours, to really come together, have some poo-poo, have some drinks, and kind of get together. And you can either network there before maybe having dinner in one of our amazing restaurants. And then, just to come out and see the space. I think a lot of people have started to see what it looks like in person, but if you haven't, it is a really dynamic location, and it really has a very calming sense of space around it, even when it's live and full of activities. It's really beautifully curated, and it's really a great place for people just to come together and gather, whether it's for a meal, whether for an activity, or whether just to come down and take a walk around and maybe even just shop in sessions. So really just welcome everybody to come out, take a look. If you have an upcoming event, we can talk about that. And then, there's lots of opportunities in terms of corporate groups, private events, community fundraisers. We really want to make this place a place for our island, especially, and a place where everybody can come together and gather.
Great. Thank you so much. So, Nicole, did we miss anything before we close the show that you would like to say?
I mean, I'm just echoing Amber's comments, and I invite everybody to come out. If you've got nothing to do after work one day or on the weekend, just come out and take a walk around and see what the atmosphere and the environment is like here. It's got an amazing vibe to it, and it's so enjoyable to be out here. Again, for our kama'aina military, go ahead and sign up for your lineup local. We want to make sure that everybody is having a great time from our local community. And everything is on our site. Oh, our lagoon, we're going to be doing something special soon where we have a $40 player way all day. And that'll be coming out shortly within the next week or so. So keep an eye out for that.
Great, thank you. All right, Keith, now tell everyone how to get there to your restaurant at Door Napa. Like, how do we get there? Because you know, when I went out there for the first time, I was lost because it didn't show up. Yes, I know why. So Keith, how do we get?
It's very, very simple. You exit toward Ewa on Fort Weaver Road, then you go all the way down, take a right on Keone'ula Boulevard, and then once you take a right, just keep on going. You're going to drive all the way till you can't drive anymore. Look on the left, and you'll see this amazing big structure in the lagoon off to the left. There's a lot of parking, and it's like the ladies have said, it's a great, amazing space. And to see it finally open and people around and enjoying everything is great. And as we ramp up to open, we at Kitchen Door will be eventually opening for lunch and dinner at the restaurant Plaza Grill, and then breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Boardwalk Cafe. And one thing I didn't mention was our private dining room. We have a private dining room that's right over the water that seats 10. We have a beautiful lanai that seats about 40. That's great for private events as well. And then with our founders being from Napa and all their winemaker connections, we're definitely planning on having a lot of wine-based events with visiting winemakers starting as soon as maybe the end of April. So keep an eye on our website and for fun things like that.
Thank you. So I really want to thank the three of you for jumping on today and sharing with us what's going on out there at Wai Kai and the Kitchen Door Napa. And I hope everyone will go out and check it out and support all of the initiatives that they're doing out there to support that community. So again, in closing, my name is Sheryl Matsuoka, the Executive Director of the Hawaii Restaurant Association and the Hawaii Restaurant Association Educational Foundation. And the Hawaii Restaurant Association is the organization unifying, representing, and supporting the Hawaii restaurant and food service industry. And we're very thankful that Kitchen Door Napa is a valued member of the Hawaii Restaurant Association. See you all in 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching ThinkTech Hawaii. If you like what we do, please like us and click the subscribe button on YouTube and the follow button on Vimeo. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and donate to us at thinktechhawaii.com. Mahalo.